my tenure at EpicMonkeyFries, I've showed off a couple of the skills, or should you say, useless talents that I've developed over the years. A little play in A major. You get the idea. Dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Eagles, you know. Some of you might remember this one from the telekinesis episode. And it's one of my favorite all-time tricks. A lot of avid poker players know this one. That's a lot of fun. You ever see Constantine? You know what I'm talking about. You can do a similar trick that you did with the coin with a pen. I do this at the office a lot. I don't know why. Another thing that's fun to do at the office to make sure people are paying attention. The one that gets the least amount of airtime, at least on EpicMonkeyFries, well, I've seen a lot of Bruce Willis movies. Somewhere along the line, I found out that I could connect any actor or actress to Bruce Willis. I used to have a blog for this on MySpace. You know, you remember MySpace, right? On this blog, I would just allow anyone to pick any actor. I'm going to pick a random one off the top of my head. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is upon my wall. Chuck Norris. Okay. Chuck Norris was in Dodgeball with Rip Torn, who was in Men in Black with Will Smith, who was in Bad Boys 2, which was directed by Michael Bay, who also directed Armageddon, which starred Bruce Willis. It's not that hard if you've seen a lot of movies, and I've seen a lot of movies. Alright, let's do a random one. I'm gonna look at my DVD collection. Okay, there's The Machinist. The Machinist stars Christian Bale. Christian Bale was in... oh, this is too easy. Christian Bale was in The Dark Knight with Gary Oldman, who was in The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. He was also in The Dark Knight with Morgan Freeman, who was in Lucky Number 11 with Bruce Willis. Okay, what's another good one? Ferris Bueller's Day Off starred Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick was in The Lion King as adult Simba. Did you know that? Think about that. Adult Simba was Matthew Broderick. Young Simba was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That's interesting. Mufasa was played by James Earl Jones, who also played Darth Vader's voice. So let's go Darth Vader to Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was in Indiana Jones with Sean Connery, who was in The Rock with Nicolas Cage, who was in... this is kind of starting to go here. Gone in 60 Seconds with Angelina Jolie, who was in Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt. Well, Brad Pitt was in Seven with Morgan Freeman, who was in Lucky Number 11 with Bruce Willis. That's the best way I can do it. That kind of went really far, but you get the idea. Indeed. Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. David Caruso. You know, the guy from CSI Miami and all those other CSI shows. Okay. This is an obscure one. Have you ever seen Rambo? He plays Deputy Mitch. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again tonight. Okay. David Caruso was in Rambo with Sylvester Stallone, who was in Judge Dredd with Rob Schneider, who was in Big Daddy with Adam Sandler, who was in Coneheads with Jason Alexander, who was in North, which was narrated by Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was in North, really. He was probably also in South, West, and East. He's been in every movie. In fact, I even heard he was going to be in CSI Miami soon.
Yippee-ki-yay. Indeed.